If you're new to AI and wondering what are the best steps to get started, you've come to the right place. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through what large language models are, how you can get started with chatbots, and give you some tips on all the best things to include in your prompts to get the best outputs. Welcome to AI for Teachers. I'm Jen Twaddell. The following tutorial is actually a sneak peek into my newest online course called Intro to AI for Teachers Primary Edition. The edition for secondary teachers will be launching very soon. In this course, you learn all about how you get started with large language models and chatbots, and I walk you through nearly a dozen of the best tools I've found that link to the daily tasks that teachers need to complete. If you're interested in this and wanting to know more about the course, there's a short clip at the end giving you an overview of all the topics that I'll cover. In the comments, I'll put a link to the course, or you can find it through my website at ai4teachers.au. But let's get started with this tutorial. Let's get started with large language models. What are they and what are they good at? Well, large language models are essentially very smart computers that have been trained on a number of different texts, including textbooks, reports, and information from the internet. They're very good at understanding and generating human text. They can write very well as you or I, slightly better sometimes because of the amount of information they have to pull on. Now, you may hear of people referring to them having hallucinations, which does happen from time to time, and that just refers to it making an error. But overall, chatbots that use these large language models are very good at conversational language, writing essays, and even answering questions. So you need to think of them as a super robot that's very good at language tasks. Now, chatbots are what you've been hearing lots about. Of course, you've heard of ChatGPT, which comes in two versions, ChatGPT 3.5, which is free, and the subscription version, ChatGPT 4.0. And you can also access Copilot by Microsoft, which is accessible through Microsoft Edge through your internet browser. All of these are fantastic options for using a chatbot, which then interacts with those large language models to have conversations with, to produce your daily tasks, such as ideas for lesson planning, report card comments, and the like. So lots of people ask, what's the difference between ChatGPT 3.5 and 4.0? And is the subscription really worth it? Well, the subscription is currently $20 US a month. In Australia, I pay $29 a month for it. The obvious answer is it depends on how much you're using it and what you're using it for. So throughout this course, we'll be using the free version, ChatGPT 3.5, and it works really well for your basic needs of producing lesson plans, report card comments, etc. The benefits of ChatGPT 4.0 are it's a multimodal platform. So one, it's trained on a lot more information and has a 10 times bigger processor. But as a teacher, what I find does work well is that it can interact with images, which includes handwritten student work. It interacts with voice, and it also is much easier to upload documents to. So the free version we'll be using can still copy and paste information into it, which you can then interact with. Also, if you're analyzing large amounts of data, ChatGPT 4 is going to benefit you. But overall, for what I find, just day-to-day tasks, I have found the free version works just fine. You need to start by going to openai.com and going up to the Try ChatGPT. Now, when you go over to that button, it will take you to a login section. I personally found having a Gmail account makes logging in to all these different AI apps much quicker and more seamless. So if you don't already have a Gmail account, you could get one, but you can use other email addresses as well. Now, through the logon process, it will also ask you for a phone number, but you're not having to put in any credit card details. Now, you can also get the app version on your phone of ChatGPT. There are a lot of lookalikes out there, so you need to make sure you put in OpenAI, ChatGPT, and that will get you to where you want to be. Now, if you're wanting to try out Copilot, which can be used with Microsoft Edge browser, you can also download this to use on your PC or on your phone. It's optional, but the great thing is it is using the large language model that ChatGPT 4 uses, which is the one that's paid. The other great benefit is it has the free image creator using DALL-E to create images, which can be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, using the Edge browser, it doesn't save a history of your conversations, but it can be neat to head over, particularly if you're wanting to generate images quickly and easy. To download the Microsoft Edge browser, you simply go into Google and type in download Microsoft Edge. You click the link which will take you to the Microsoft page where you can select which version you want. So if you're wanting to use it on your Windows PC, or if you're wanting to use it on your Mac, you select one of those. If you're wanting to get it onto your iPhone or Android, you simply open up your photos and click on the QR code, and then you can download it onto your device from there. Once you've downloaded the Microsoft Edge browser, you simply head in and go up to the icon in the upper right corner, which will then open up the chatbot. You can enter in a prompt such as create an image of a girl in a forest in a cartoon style, and it's then going to use that DALL-E software to generate 4 different images for you. It even will give you a few suggestions on how to update the image. All your other conversational prompting will work the same in ChatGPT as it does in Copilot. Now, you don't need to have a degree in prompting to interact with these chatbots, but it is true that the more specific you are in your prompt, the better outputs you will get. So there's a few tips and strategies that I'd recommend. First of all, you should start with the role of the chatbot. You can start by saying, you are a year 3 teacher or a kindergarten teacher. Next, you want to talk about what is the objective. Are you wanting it to generate some multiple choice questions or a narrative story? Following from that, you need to talk about your context. Is this a lesson for 100 students, or is this just for a group of 6 students in kindergarten? Just giving it a little bit of context of how you're going to run things. Following from that, you want to talk about your lesson objectives. Now, you can put this into your own words, or you can actually copy and paste your achievement standards right from your curriculum and put it into your prompt. You also want to give the chatbot an indication of what formatting you're wanting. So are you wanting this in a table format or in paragraphs? And do you want it to be limited to, say, 5 paragraphs? Because ChatGPT can waffle on a little bit. So giving it some context of how long you want it to be is a great strategy. Also, don't be afraid to use pedagogical methods in your prompt. ChatGPT has been trained on things like inquiry-based learning or think, pair, share methodologies. And if your school uses certain strategies or they like you to have certain structures within your lessons, ChatGPT has been trained on many of these, so you can use that terminology in your prompt and it will help improve your output. Once you're into ChatGPT, it's a very easy site to navigate. You simply go down to the prompting space at the bottom of the screen, and you can try your prompting. I'm going to show you a simple prompt, such as you are a creative writer. Create a fantasy narrative text including 2 young boys for year 3 students to read. Include 2 uses of personification and 5 descriptive noun groups, and make the text 3 paragraphs long. Now, if you say to include personification or metaphors, sometimes ChatGPT can really overdo it. So you will want to limit the number that it includes. But you can see that it quickly and easily produces a text. This did end up being 4 paragraphs. So when I copy and paste it out into a Word document, I can easily fix that up. Now, once the text is generated, You can then do follow-on chat questions with further prompts. So you could try prompts such as, you are a Year 3 teacher, create comprehension questions for the text above using the QAR method. And again, it quickly generates those questions for you. Now there's a few things that you'll want to look at in ChatGPT. If you've put in the prompt and the output isn't exactly what you're looking for, see where it's gone wrong, and you can go up to the pen icon and make any edits to your prompt, and then it will regenerate the response. The other icon you're going to want to note is the clipboard icon. Now you simply click onto that icon. That will copy the output, and you can quickly Control V and paste it into any Word document or word processing document that you've been using.
I hope you have learned some valuable information through that tutorial. Prompting really is not that hard, and in the world of AI, the world is your oyster. These chatbots can complete so many tasks for us, and the process is so quick. If you're wanting to learn more, keep watching for the overview of my online course. Good luck in your AI journey, and remember to balance your work and well-being.
So in this course, we're going to be first starting out with what is AI, and I'll be teaching you about large language models and chatbots and prompting, just to get a solid basis. Then once you have an understanding of how they work and what they're best used for, we're going to look at how we can create lesson plans, how we will be able to generate report card comments, and do day-to-day tasks such as literacy activities. I'll also be walking you through the best AI tools I've found for creating slide presentations, as well as differentiating for students. And at the end of the course, I'll be going through the myriad of AI tools that are currently available, show you what they're capable of, and point you in the directions of the ones that I find are most useful to help us with our daily tasks.